welcome, viewers. Good evening and welcome. It's great to see you once again, and I have just got a simple question to start with today. What, and this is a hypothetical situation that I'm talking about, what if an Indian publication or Indian news channel or Indian newspaper or Indian news media organization looking for a correspondent in the United States were to put out a job advertisement, and as part of the job description would go into details about how Joe Biden poses a great threat to the cultural and political fabric of the United States, and how this clear and present danger that Joe Biden poses as president to his own country is the context in which any reporter would be hired. You would say it's crazy. That's because to tell a reporter pre-recruitment that they have to permanently take a very strong position against the elected president of the United States, and that there is a specific editorial line that he or she will be expected to take when they join, you would say it's outlandish to even think that something like this can happen. Because after all, you say a newspaper, a channel, a news media organization can love or hate the US president, but they cannot make their love or hate or their position a prerequisite for recruiting a reporter. That would be taking it too far. Now let me tell you why I'm telling you this at the start. Just to elaborate, in the news media, putting your love or hate for a particular leader in a job posting would destroy any semblance of journalistic objectivity. It would mean, if an Indian organization were to do it, it would mean that if you are not anti-Joe Biden or anti-democratic, then you cannot work for that Indian media house setting up an operation in the United States. And I'm absolutely sure, were an Indian media house to do something like this, then these same people, the New York Times, the Washington Post, the rags, would be at the forefront of lecturing not just the Indian media house, but India in general, which they love to do. Now look at this. Now let me tell you the context. And you're probably wondering why I'm beginning with this long hypothetical introduction. My dear viewers of the debate, the New York Times has put out a job posting, an advertisement for a job of a correspondent in South Asia. And the job description, the requirements for the job, is an elaborate explanation about how Narendra Modi poses a great threat to India. So they're looking for a correspondent who will operate maybe out of New Delhi or Mumbai. And in the job description, the New York Times has said that Narendra Modi poses a great threat to the interfaith, multicultural goals of India's founding fathers. Now, what does that have to do with a job posting for a reporter? But that's not all. The job description that the New York Times puts out also says to prospective applicants for the job of correspondent that Narendra Modi's quote-unquote muscular nationalism is centered, focused, and based on the Hindu population of India. In other words, Narendra Modi is, according to the New York Times, the leader of a religious community, not the elected leader of the people of India. Ladies and gentlemen, I've heard of job postings giving things like location, compensation, experience requirements. Have you ever, ever seen a job posting that is a rant against the Prime Minister, the elected Prime Minister of any country, not just India? If you're shocked at this entire narration of events and this New York Times job posting, which is so controversial, you can read more about it on republicworld.com. That news story is up there But once again, have you ever heard of a news media organization which in a job posting puts out a rant against an elected prime minister?